Honorable President, distinguished member of the European Parliament, my name is Milton Salazar. Today, I speak in favor of welcoming refugees and migrants who arrive irregularly to the European Union, especially when they are fleeing wars, persecution, hunger, or humanitarian crisis. However, I also defend a responsible, coordinated, and common European migration policy. Europe cannot respond with open arms in its speeches and closed doors in its actions. The migration crisis has shown one of the deepest contradictions of the European project. The European Union presents itself as a space of human rights, freedom, and solidarity, but in practice, many of its responses have been based on border control, surveillance, and return policies. The main challenge is not only migration itself, the real challenge is the lack of solidarity among member states. In this sense, Camejo 2021 argues that we may be facing a crisis of European integration rather than only a migration crisis. P103. This is a powerful idea. If Greece, Italy, Spain, Malta, or Cyprus receive most arrivals because of their geography, then the responsibility cannot remain only on their shoulders. A common policy must mean common responsibility. We must also analyze the main migration routes to the European Union. The Eastern Mediterranean route, mainly through Turkey and Greece, has been one of the most visible routes, especially during the Syrian refugee crisis. The Central Mediterranean route through Libya, Tunisia, and Italy is one of the most dangerous because many people cross the sea in unsafe conditions. The Western Mediterranean route through Morocco and Spain shows the pressure of the Spanish border system. Finally, the Western African route through Canary Island reflects how poverty, instability, and lack of opportunities has also pushed to risk their lives. These routes prove that migration is not a single problem with a single solution. Each route requires different responses: humanitarian rescue in the Mediterranean, cooperation with countries of origin and transit, legal pathway for asylum, and stronger action against human trafficking networks. But let me be clear, cooperation cannot mean paying third countries to stop people without guaranteeing their rights. I support the reception of refugees, even when their arrival is irregular, because irregular entry does not erase human dignity. A person who crosses the border without documents is not automatically a criminal. Nevertheless, welcoming refugees does not mean having no rules. It means creating fair rules. The European Union needs faster asylum procedures, shared relocation mechanisms, humanitarian corridors, legal migration channels, and stronger support for border countries. If Europe only responds with walls, detention, and deportation, it will awaken its own legitimacy. That legitimacy depends on whether Europe acts according to the values it claims to defend. Honorable members, the question before us is not whether Europe should have borders. Of course, it should. The real question is whether those borders will be managed with fair or with responsibility. I believe the European Union must choose solidarity. It means protect its citizens, but also protect those who arrive seeking refuge. A truly European migration policy must be secure but also humane. It must be efficient but also ethical. And above all, it must remember that behind every statistic, every route, and every border crossing, there is a human being asking for protection. Thank you very much.